Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted, the Speed Learner. And I know there's nobody here right at this very moment. I bet you guys probably didn't even think there was going to actually be a live stream tonight, but I went ahead and decided to do so. That's mainly because I can actually write notes tonight, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. First things first, we had over 8 inches of snow where I'm at right now. I am not kidding you. We had over 8 inches of snow. Now, one of the things I'm going to do right now is I'm going to contact some people on Facebook and let them know that I'm here because they may not know. Let's see. Who shall I contact first? There we go. Well, as soon as it pops up, we'll do that. I got somebody right here. Okay. Hello, everybody. If you're here, let me know. Yeah. Oh, I see. There, that's better. Huh. Okay. Oh, I don't want to learn more. Okay. If you're here, let me know who you are because I don't know. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't let me know anything. So it's like, okay, let me see if I can. See. Murray. There we go. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and contact. Well, that's kind of sucky. Well, okay. Well, let's no, I don't want to create a post, dang it. There we go. I'm also going to contact. Contact this guy. It's survival on a budget made easy. Alrighty, I'm going to contact him and let him know. Okay. Olay, oil of Olay. Just kidding. Alrighty, I wonder if, well, let's find out. I'll keep my Facebook on just in case somebody wants to respond to me and for some reason they seem not to be able to. So I'll keep my Facebook on and check it from time to time to see if you guys are responding to me. You can hit me up on my messenger or whatever. So anyway, thank you guys. Whoever wants to come in, that's great. You're probably wondering why I've got my dry erase board up here. Well, there's a good reason for that. The main reason I have my dry erase board is because I was recording my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video, and I needed the dry erase board. I had a little web project that was going to allow people to actually see uh, my YouTube web address, and somehow I've lost it. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, I kind of lost it. So, how y'all doing tonight? I wanted to tell you that I had to dig out 8 inches of snow, and that was not fun. It really wasn't fun. So, anyway, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let's see here. There we go. Okay. That's better. Oh, hello, everybody. Whoever's here, I'd love to hear from you. As I said, I've got my Facebook up if you want to talk to me on Instant Messenger. If somehow it doesn't let you talk here, you can talk on Instant Messenger. I will be watching for that. So anyway, thank you for joining me this evening. And like I said, what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to actually create notes. And let me close that out. And I will, don't save that because I already got the notes. And what we're going to do is, like I said, my room looks kind of funky. If you want to join me on this one, what we're going to do, I'll take this down, take this out of here. And I'm going to create notes. Oh, just stub my toe. Do you know what that's like to stub my toe? That hurts. That really hurts. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Duh. Oh. Okay. What the? Of course I did. This is not where I want it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I can hook this back up. No reason not to. Dun, 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 dun. Hook that up. Alrighty, I guess since I won't be needing the camera anymore, not recording tonight. I mean, I was, but not anymore. I'm going to actually take the video I recorded tonight and I'm going to put it through my screen capture software, and then I will do a little gobbledygook thing, and boom. There you go. All right. So, what are we going to write tonight? Well, here's what we're going to do. Oh, that's good. I forgot to. Okay. Shh. Yes, I actually do talk to my. I talk to my smartphone. I talk to all my computer equipment because it's nasty and it tends not to cooperate. Anyway, at least I can hook this back up now. What an evening. Ah, that's better. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. All right, so what's the topic for tonight? Well, I'm going to tip this down just a pinch so you can. Do you see me? Yay! Here I am. The topic of tonight's video will be I already recorded my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video. What I'm also going to be doing here is I'm going to show you guys, I'm actually going to make notes for a video which will tell you guys how to use the smartphone version of YouTube Analytics. Okay. This is very important information for those of you who have never used YouTube Analytics. We're just going to make the notes. Yeah, who cares? Oh, So, if we have more time tonight, what I probably will do is, hold on.
Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner.
Oh, I see. Yes, I know that the movie is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. The thing is that so if D. Lucas 9 actually happens to watch this, and that's fine. I'd love to have him here. The main reason I put in Star Trek The Wrath of Khan is because if you try to type in that 2, for some dumb reason, the keyword gets all hooked up and people can't find it. Oh, I can't find this video. They whine about it like, oh, for Pete freaking sakes. But the main reason I reviewed it is, well, to be perfectly honest with you, I needed the ratings. I really hate to tell you this, D. Lucas 9, but one of my most popular videos on this YouTube channel is hyphen and underscore. That video was it was slightly over a minute long. That is not a joke, people. That's really not a joke. It was slightly over a minute long. And what happened was that for some reason it got hooked up into somebody else's playlist from another channel, which is great. I'm glad it did. But when they watch that, they don't realize I have a channel. I tried to fix that by placing a click box up here. And I placed a click box, and finally they're starting to figure out I have a whole channel instead of just one video. And when your most popular video is less than a minute long, you're not getting good watch time. And so I thought, well, okay, why don't I appeal to a big audience, which the Star Trek audience is a very big audience. And I thought, okay, I just happen to like Star Trek anyway. No, go away. I know it's finite math. I have this little bar up here that shows me a bunch of documents that I've looked up over the years, and finite math was one of them. And I was like, okay, who cares? But anyway, I do happen to like Star Trek. But the thing is, I was like, okay, well, this is about the ratings. People weren't watching me. I thought, okay, I'll pop up something in. Oh, okay. Well, I may have somebody else coming in just a second. Looks like Boink the Clown will be joining us. And that's great. I'm glad. So anyway, like I said, it's primarily for the ratings. I thought, well, okay, I'll just review that, and Triangular Audio Studios happen to like it, and okay, hey, it's great for them, great for me, and they could answer my questions. I needed a ratings boost. Works out for everybody. And it's interesting. I can tell you right now that there are a lot of people who have watched Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, and they want to see what everybody's opinion about it is. I don't know why, but hey, they want to see mine? There you go. And that's why I did it. So there's your answer. Thank you very much for asking. Like I said, when you put in those Roman numeral 2, for some dumb reason, it just people can't seem to find it. So that's why I left it out. If you want to know, there's your answer. There is your answer. Okay. So, but I thank you for watching. Anyway, so how does YouTube Analytics work? Let's oh, fine, go away. Thank you. Okay. Well, I better write a note see. Let's see. Let's view YT. Let's bring up the YouTube Studio. Now, I'm not going to videotape it tonight, but I am going to actually make the notes for it. And I just want you to kind of follow along as I'm doing this because these are valuable notes for those of you who are YouTube content creators. And so that's why I'm doing this, is to show you guys. Now, what you're wanting to do, and I know I can't really show it here. Oh, stop that. Is you'll want to look up YT Studio on your smartphone. It'd be in your app store, and load it up on your smartphone. And Justin, I know you're here. Thank you for watching. Like I said, load up the YT Studio on your smartphone, and you'll see this wonderful smartphone app, which will show you all your analytics that you would normally see on your YouTube channel. Okay, and it's very important that you learn how this all works, because if you understand it the way I understand it, it will show you where your strengths and weaknesses are. And one of the things that I was able to see is that my most popular video is _, and that's telling me, it's like, no, that should not be. I want how to count change to be my most popular, and I also want some of my other ones to be very, very popular. Particularly my memory videos should be very, very popular right now. My math videos should be very, very popular right now, etc., etc., etc. And they're not. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? Why aren't they popular? They should be the ones that's popular. But okay. Anyway, let me go ahead and type this in. Okay, when you open the dashboard, okay, that's what you're going to see. You're going to actually see, all right, if you have not yet loaded up the YT Studio app and you're a content creator, I want you to go ahead and load it on your phone. You can load it right now. If not, and definitely look it up. It'll be under YT Studio. And I'll just go ahead and, because I want you guys to be educated here. Okay. I'm going to do my best as I can, mainly because the screen won't show up on I'm using my laptop here with a webcam, and it won't show up here. I don't know why. It's just too bright. But anyway, you'll look up YT Studio. Look that up. Download the app. You need it. You really do. And I'll show you some reasons as to why. Okay. All right. So let's go back over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to see. When you open up the app, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see, whoa, 3 horizontal lines just like this, and then you're going to see the word dashboard. Just like that. Directly underneath, you're going to see your YouTube handle. Mine is SpeeLearner. And not only will you see the word SpeeLearner, well, yours will be your handle, not mine. But I'm just saying, if you were looking on mine, you'd see SpeeLearner. You would also see an icon of my channel icon. Okay, and it looks like I was doing some kind of a video presentation on some kind of a computer software or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, you also see how many subscribers. It'll be on the right hand side of the screen, which right now I have 1,625. Okay, I have 1,625 people that are supposed to be watching me right now. Right now I got a live stream of 2, so that's telling me you have only 2 people on your live stream. You have 1,625 subscribers. It's like, okay, something's not right. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and but I'm gonna literally take you step by step through this. Now I will tell you about the 3 horizontal lines in just a second. Okay, so bear with me. Oh, sorry to see somebody go. Okay, because I'm sharing some very valuable information here. Now, the next thing underneath there is going to be the word analytics. All right, let's go down here. Let me ask you guys something. What do you think is the etymology of the word analytic? What do you think that etymology is? All right. What do you guys think is the etymology of the word analytic? Well, it comes from the Greek prefix ana, which means up or throughout, and I'll show you the Greek word. Let's see. There's the Greek word. That Greek word means to unfasten or loosen. Okay. So what happened was, oh, stop it. So the word eventually evolved into when you loosen something up, especially if you loosen like the bars on a cage, you let loose the animals. That's how you do that. See what I mean? Okay. So you say, well, analytic, how did letting loose something actually come into the okay. How did loosening something how'd that become an analytic? Well, that's a really good question. Well, I guess, boy, how would you do that? How do you get from that to what the word actually means today, which is from the word analysis? Let's see. Analytic comes from the. Okay, well, I guess if you loosen something, it'd be like okay, I see what they're going with this now. If you loosen something, like say if you were putting a bookshelf, let's say you're taking a bookshelf apart. You're not putting one together, you're actually taking a bookshelf apart. When you loosen all the screws and everything, you get to see the individual parts. It'd be like if you were taking an engine apart, you would actually be able to see the individual parts and be able to see how the engine actually works. That's how they get this. Okay. Put that in there. So that's where they get the word analytic from. Okay, are you seeing now how they got the word analytic? And that this is what they've done. They have taken a whole bunch of numbers that are important to your channel and broke them down so you can actually see them. All right. So, what's the first analytic of your YouTube channel? Well, I'll show you what the first analytic is. The first one is watch time. Okay. And when you see the analytics, when it first pops up, it'll show you a 28-day total. Okay, well, not you can adjust it to the last 7 days, the last 90 days, the last 365 days, so on and so forth. I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. But anyway, let me write this down. Okay. So what is this watch time? Well, when you're, hey, how's it going? Glad to see you. All right. You say, okay, what is the watch time? Well, as you're sitting here watching me now, you end up with every minute you watch me, that's a minute more of watch time that gets actually added to my channel. That's how that works. Okay. And every time somebody watches one of my videos, as you guys are watching me now, then that's more watch time given to me. Okay. And what they do is they keep a tally of all the watch time I've accumulated from all of my videos, and they add it all together, and that becomes my total. And my total for the last 28 days is 12,992 minutes. So from all the videos that people have been watching me, I have accumulated 12,000 watch time minutes. Now, the goal here is to accumulate 240,000 watch time minutes in a 12-month period. That's the goal. That's why that analytic is more important than anything else. It really is. Now, let's go on here. The next analytic, which used to be very, very important, but not really so much anymore, is the number of views. You would think that would be really important, but really it's not as much anymore. And that's because no matter how many views you get, it's still not going to take you over the threshold, which will get you your partnership. The watch time is going to get you your partnership. Your subscribers is going to get you your partnership. That view count, it's nice to know, but it really doesn't make it that much of a difference. Right now, I am setting at 9,555 views, but let's think about it for a second. What does that tell me? Well, the only thing it does tell me is that I am actually, that the watch time is actually higher than the view count. That means even though people have been watching, they watched my videos 10,000 times approximately, they're watching more than 1 minute of my videos. And that is good. So that ratio between views and watch time is telling me that people are watching more than a minute of my videos. Now, sometimes that may only be by 2 or 3, but I'll take it. Now, some of my videos are only being watched for 30 seconds, which is like, man, why? But anyway. Now, the next analytic they're going to show you is how many subscribers you've actually gained in the last 28 days. Now, is that a valuable number? It is until you reach 1,000 subscribers. After that, it's kind of meaningless. Really, it is. Because even though I've got over 1,600 people watching me, my watch time and my view count are telling me they're not watching very much of my content. That's the only thing that really is of value to me now. It's like, okay, why aren't they watching my content? Probably because I haven't talked to them in a long time. And so now we're going to go ahead and talk to them. I actually talked to a few of them yesterday. After I got finished with all that snow shoveling, I actually contacted them, and there you go. All right. Now, the final analytic they're going to show you the final analytic they're going to show you is how much revenue you've actually earned. Now, the reason why that analytic pops up with me is because I used to be a partner, and one of these days I'm going to become a partner again. And that's mainly because of people watching my live streams, my videos, that kind of thing, all the advertising I've done. I'm gonna get more, and when I do, boom, there you go. And so, therefore, now I will tell you guys something, and I just want to tell you this real quick. I was watching a live stream the other day, and I think I told you this in my last live stream, but that's okay. I'll just tell it to you again. They did these fancy graphics, which was cool, and it was for a children's thing. Okay, they had these little cars, and they were trying to teach you the colors, red, green, blue, so on and so forth, which is cool. But they took this fire truck and they rolled it down this little ramp, okay, and it flipped over and it landed in this big vat of paint. And the paint, of course, was red because it's a fire truck, okay? And when it comes out, the body of the fire truck's now red, but the headlights aren't red, the siren lights aren't red, none of that's red. And I'm sitting here going, that is so unrealistic. If you were to take a real fire truck and flip it over like that and plaster it in a thing of paint like that, the fire truck may not even run. All the engine parts would be covered in paint. The transmission would be covered in paint. Everything would be covered in paint. And those lights would be covered in paint. All of them would be covered in paint. And that was just stupid. Okay. As fun as it was to watch, it was just stupid. And it's like, okay, that's too dumb for me. I clicked it off. I was like, oh, come on. Really? Fun, yes, but no. I mean, they could have shown a bunch of people actually painting it, whatever. That would have been fun, but don't. How are you going to explain to a 4 or 5-year-old, hey, you cannot flip a truck? First of all, how are you going to flip the fire truck over like that? 2, if you put it in the paint, it's going to ruin the fire truck. It's going to ruin every part in there. And besides, you flip a fire truck like that, and you're going to damage something. I don't care if you are flipping into paint. You're actually going to damage the fire truck. There's no way around that. How do you explain that to a 4 or 5-year-old? You don't. It's really hard. But anyway. Maybe they're smart. I don't know. Now, let's get back to my app, shall we? Not my app. It's not really my app. It's YouTube's app. If you scroll down past these basic analytics, the next thing you're going to see is a section that will show you your videos. And notice how they have hyperlinks under every one of these sections that you're doing this. Okay, you'll see analytics, and then right after analytics, you'll see the words "view more." If you click that, that's a hyperlink. It will show you some extra stuff. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go on here, shall we? All right. If you continue to scroll down past your video list, you'll see a section where they will show you the most recent comments that have been placed on some of your videos. Okay. I just had a comment placed 20 minutes ago on my review of Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. I had a comment placed on my digit symbol test and my Wheel of Fortune on Route 66 thing. All right. So, whoops. Now, if you have the app open right now, and I hope you do, if you have the app open at this very moment, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead with your smartphone and I'll try to get this up here. Is I want you to go ahead and click the words "View More." Okay, you'll click "View More," and then it's going to show you a whole bunch of. It'll actually break this down for you. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Let's go back. When you click the "View More," oh, stop it. What the first thing you're going to see? I'm going to try to hold this. Oh, maybe not. The first thing you're going to see is the word "overview." Okay, you're actually going to see several words. Overview is one of them. Revenue is another. Discovery is another. Audience is another. And interactive content is another. And then you'll have finally playlists. And you can scroll back and forth with your finger on this. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to see. And yes, when I do this video for real, you'll be able to see all this. I'm going to make sure you can. All right. So the next thing you're going to see under all these wonderful words is you're going to see real-time views. And it will show you how many views you've acquired in the last 48 hours. And in the last 48 hours, I have acquired 680 views. Now, underneath real-time views, you're going to see another analytic that say real-time views last published videos. These would be the videos that you've published the most recently. Which kind of amazes me because the last video I published, they're showing the views for my students video. I didn't realize that. This video that I'm actually live streaming right now, I've gotten 4 views on it so far. That's interesting. The last video I uploaded was my review of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. And I've gotten 6 views on it in the last 48 hours. It's kind of nice. I did a live stream on the 6th of January, and I just got a view on that in the last 48 hours. Another video I uploaded was my response to Mason Willie, and that particular video got 4 views in the last 48 hours. And my response to Math Doesn't Suck got a view in the last 48 hours. Unfortunately, many of my other videos didn't get anything. That's kind of sad. Anyway, let's go on here, shall we? Now then, if you look directly underneath your real-time views last published videos, you'll see another box that'll say watch time in minutes, and it will show you how many minutes of watch time you've accumulated from all of your videos, because I have 4,000. I don't know how many you guys have, but I have over 4,000 videos. It will show you how many minutes you've accumulated in the last 28 days. And in the last 28 days, I've accumulated 12,992 watch time minutes. Okay. Now, not only are they going to show, hey, whoever's out there, let me know who's out there. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, after you go down from the watch time, you go down to the views, and it will show you how many views you've acquired from all of your videos, in this case, all of my 4,000 in the last 28 days. And like I said, right now I've accumulated 9,555. Now, the average view duration is critical here because it's saying to me that people are watching about 1 minute and 20 seconds of my videos when they actually watch it all. That's not a lot of watch time. Now, sometimes they watch the video all the way through, and then sometimes they don't. And that is not a good number, at least not for me. I don't know how your numbers do, but mine kind of suck. Anyway. So what else is this thing going to show you? I'll tell you exactly what it's going to show you. If I still had my partnership, I would be able to see the amount of revenue that I've earned in the last 28 days. Right now, it's showing me nothing. That's kind of sad. It will also show you how many subscribers you've gained or lost in the last 28 days, which is also very important. Now, it will also show you how much of your watch time is coming from your subscribers and how much is coming from somebody else, somebody that isn't subscribed to you. Well, in this case, the watch time I've acquired from my subscribers is approximately 5%. 5% of all my watch time is coming from my subscribers. The rest of that watch time is coming from people that have never subscribed to me before. Now, some of them may actually go ahead and subscribe to me. Many of them won't. And that's not good either, because that means that they're not watching me. The next thing it'll show you is, hold on. All right, it'll show you who has liked your videos and who has disliked your videos. It won't show you the names, but it'll show you how many people have liked your videos. Okay. Now okay, well, that's good. That's good, because what I'm detailing to you, let me know if you have the YT Studio app on your smartphone, because I am detailing what it's actually going to show you and why it's so important to know about all that. You don't have to tell me right now, but let me know at some point if you have the YT Studio app on your smartphone, and if you understand all of its analytics, because there's a lot of analytics on there, and some of them are not as easily explained as others. Okay, and I'm actually making notes for a video that will detail all this, and I'm actually going to make a whole video about it, and I'm going to show you guys. So hopefully you'll let me know. But anyway, the likes versus dislikes. Okay, there's a ratio between likes and dislikes. 76% of the people voting on my videos, whichever one they're voting on, 76% of them are liking my video. Okay, and from this same time last year, okay, the last 28 days, 74%. So that means more people are liking my videos than disliking them, and that's a good number, because obviously they are watching them and they're like, this is good. This is actually a good video. Okay, that's very healthy. Now the final thing it's going to show you down here is your top videos. Okay, and what it's going to show you is which videos have accumulated the most amount of watch time in the last 28 days. And right now, considering the fact that we're still pretty close to where Christmas was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the one video that has accumulated the most amount of watch time from Christmas till now is the video I recorded for the Taylorville, Illinois Christmas in the Park. And I have accumulated 1,622 watch time minutes from that one video alone. Most of that was over the first 2 or 3 days that it was up. Okay. Another one that I accumulate a lot from is the TrackPhone smartphone tutorial. A lot of people wanted to learn how to operate their smartphones, so there you go. Hyphen and underscore, they watched that. I accumulated 1,000 minutes of watch time from that. And I don't know why so many people are watching my TrackPhone customer service video, but they are. And finally, the last one on mine is the Iowa gambling task. It was a mental test that they perform on people when they're trying to research marijuana. There you go. Each one of these boxes can actually be clicked. And what's interesting about them is you can actually change. So like this, my real-time views, 7 people now have watched at least some portion of this live stream. 2 people in the last 60 minutes have watched my review of Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. Somebody's watched my parody bit video. Somebody watched my TrackPhone customer service update video. And then somebody else watched my digit symbol test video, which is great. I don't know why they're doing it, but it's great. I'm glad. The watch time, now that's interesting, because you can do a real-time 48 hours, and right now I am standing at 850 minutes over the last 48 hours. And believe it or not, I have acquired 27 watch time minutes in the last 60 minutes. So for 27 minutes, somebody has been watching me in those last 60 minutes. That's a lot. And this is a feature that is not currently on the YouTube Studio Beta. It's not actually on the YouTube Studio Classic either. This is something strictly on your smartphone as of this point. When they'll add that, I don't know. But if they ever do, it's going to be really nice. So, oh, go away. So you see why all this is very, very important? Because it shows you that people are watching me now, but at some points of the day, you can see I hardly have any watch time at all. And one of the things I've actually noticed is that people are watching me on the weekdays a lot. I couldn't believe by how much, but they rarely watch me on the weekends. And I can attribute some of this to football because a lot of people are watching football now, and eventually they're going to be watching basketball and baseball. But here's the thing. When you're safe and sound in your home and you're not worried about bills at all or anything like that, that's wonderful. The only problem is that what if you are facing eviction? What if you are facing starvation? Let me tell you something. That bullyism is not going to go away just because you're watching a football game. When the football game's over, the bullying comes back. That's not fun. And that's why I run this channel the way I do, is because I'm trying to get you guys out of those situations. And I did want to apologize to everybody. I didn't really alert you guys that I was going to actually do a live stream tonight. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to record Navigating My YouTube Channel 2019. However, Survival on a Budget Made Easy, if you ever do watch this, and I hope you do, I want to let you know that I took your advice. And the reason I took your advice on the Navigating My YouTube Channel 2019 video is because I thought, well, if I could get my students to actually click a teaser card, they would get used to it. I thought, well, that'd be a clever idea to extend the video out, but actually get them to actually use the teaser clicks, which in turn would get them used to using that. I thought that was a clever idea. So you had a good idea, and I thought I'd go ahead and do that and say, well, there you go. I know the video they're clicking to is a short video, but now I want to tell you guys that sometime this week, I've been doing a lot of advertising on my channel, mainly because I really haven't been getting the watch time I really need to get my partnership back, and I really want to get it back. And so I've been doing a lot of advertising. I really haven't made a whole lot of notes. Here's what you're going to look forward to before the end of the month. And I will go ahead and do this. A lot of you people, you've gotten really interested in things like keyboard keys. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people have been watching my keyboard key videos, and that's fine. I want to get people more interested in file formats, mainly because I met somebody the other day and they knew about my channel and they were like, okay, what's MPEG? What's JPEG? What's this? What's that? And I had to explain it to him. I said, well, I got videos on my channel that explain the whole thing. But anyway, I digress on that one. But anyway, I want to share with you not only the history of the PDF file, but also the history of the PNG file, because Facebook used to have a lot of trouble loading up PNG images. And if you save photos in the PNG format, some documents will not take them. I know Microsoft does, but not everybody does. You're like, oh man, I didn't know that. Not everybody likes PNG, and I'll have to give you a complete rundown on it. And I will do that. Will I continue my review of Math Doesn't Suck? Yes, I will. I was making notes earlier today about Eusebis, and I will go ahead and cover that on my YouTube channel. Let's see. The notes I've been making tonight about the YT Studio app, I'm going to go ahead and make a video about that. The Instagram app, I'm going to go ahead and make a video about that. Because a lot of people don't know how to really use Instagram properly. Like, oh man, that's terrible. I'm not going to go into the Facebook app. People can figure that out on their own. If they've learned the Instagram app and they've learned the YouTube Studio app, they can figure this out. They don't need me. They really don't need me. I mean, if somebody really pushes me to do it, I'll go ahead and do it. But I'm just sitting there going, why? And I'm going to upload a video and not ever get it watched. That's something I won't do. But I will do one other video, and this is something very interesting. How many of you people know about Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr? They are two of our founding fathers. Aaron Burr was the vice president to Thomas Jefferson. And Alexander Hamilton did not like this guy. I mean, he really did not like this guy. And they had a very unique way of settling their differences. And believe me, it was rather unique. But the thing is, the reason I'm going to make the presentation is because I hear the word unpresidential all the time. And I'm sitting here going, okay, how can you call something unpresidential when you've never read the history of the rivalry between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton? I'd like to know that. How can you do that? That just doesn't make any sense. Once you know that history, you're going to be like, well, man, that's kind of stupid. That's kind of dumb. Anyway, it's about. Do you guys remember when I put up a video entitled "A Danbury, Connecticut Letter"? Do you know why I put that up? The phrase "separation of church and state." The only thing I was not able to track down, and I need to contact somebody about it, was the original building that the Danbury, Connecticut Baptist Society or Baptist Association, whatever the heck they call it, where they originally met, where they would have actually received that letter from Thomas Jefferson. See what I mean? And that's why I uploaded it. I was like, okay, you guys don't know the whole story, do you? If you knew the whole story, you'd know why none of what they were saying made any sense. And as you well know, when I hear stupid statements, I just have to deal with them. It's like, okay, this is too stupid to deal with. Anyway. There are going to be new videos from my memory selection. I don't know whether you knew that or not, but there are going to be new videos. Since Crazy Josh Craby is here with us now, and he wasn't here with us earlier, I had to shovel 8 inches of snow. Actually, more than 8 inches. I think it ended up finally being 10, but I know it was 8 when I shoveled it. I ended up having to do hello, whoever's here, hello. Okay, there was somebody here for a second. I saw it. But you have no idea what it's like shoveling 8 inches of snow. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know, but I tell you. Well, let me put it to you this way. Shoveling 8 inches of snow as a young kid, that's easy. Shoveling it near, well, I hate to say it, but in about a month, I'm going to be just a year away from 50 years old. I know I don't look it. I certainly don't act like it, but man, the years are piling on. Yeah. And so, as you can plainly see, woo. But I really didn't have anything planned tonight except for making these notes. I was recording the Navigating My YouTube Channel 2019 video, and I got it recorded. Hello. Whoever it is, let me know who you are. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming by. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what's going on here. I'd love to hear from you. It's nice to see 3 people in here. I don't get that very often. But hello. Hi. Well, I'm glad to see you. I'm really glad to see you. Anyway, I know. I almost envy you now because you're 20 and I'm going to be, well, you know how well I'm going to be. Like, son of a, yeah. Uh-huh. It's like, can't believe I'm going to be that old. Oh, wow. Yes, that is something else I'm going to be getting into. As a matter of fact, this week I'm going to be making notes on your video. I'm going to finish up my notes on the YT Studio app. I'm also going to make notes on Math Doesn't Suck. I'm actually going to be reviewing some more channels. Some of these people have been subscribed to me. They don't even know I'm making videos. I'm like, okay, whoa, you don't know I'm out there? Really? Yes, I am going to get back to that. I just felt it was really important today, especially after shoveling 8 inches of snow yesterday, to actually record navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video. It needed to have been done. It should have been done a long time ago, and I felt bad. I thought, I'm going to sit down here. I don't care if it takes me 6 years to get it done. I'm going to get it done. And that's what I did. Well, hello. It looks like we got a fourth person here. Hello. We got a fifth person here. Let me know who's coming in. I'd love to know who you are because I'm thrilled. Tell me who you are. I'd love to hear from you. It's nice to see 5 people. If it was up to me, I'd have 25, 30 people in here. Another thing I'm going to, hey, we got a 6th person in here. Great. That's fantastic. Let me know who you are. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. Now it's back down to 5. Okay. But, another thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm hoping, I just got through talking to one of my subscribers and he does Mega Man games. And what I'd like to do is do a let's play on Mega Man X and show you guys. I'm hoping I can get my wrist to work right. I tried it the other day and it's like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, you know what? While we're here, I honestly thought about this, and I should have done this a long time ago. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, here's the box. Oh, wanted to show you this. Yes, I've got these games here. Legend of Zelda for GameCube. The Mega Man Anniversary Collection. The Mega Man X Collection. But more importantly, I got this for Christmas. Star Fox. But it didn't work right away. Ah, I'm glad to hear that. One of the nice things about GameCube was, and still is, that you could buy little things like this and you could actually play them on your system. And I like that because I got Centipede on this one. And let's see. I got Galaga on this one. Hello. I see a 6th person. Got the Legend of Zelda on here. But Star Fox did not work right away. And you say, well, what happens when you have a game cartridge that doesn't work right away? Get some alcohol pads. And on the bottom of the cartridge, you'll see connectors. And what you'll do is you'll use your alcohol pads to clean them off as best as you can. Let it dry overnight, then try to play it. Should work. It took me a couple of tries, but I got it to work. So, hey. Oh, wow. I got people right and left now. Hello. Oh, it's still on. Okay. Yeah. Well, hello. It's good to see you too. One of the nice things, always remember, I don't delete these live streams. I just leave them as they are, and you guys can review them later. There's a lot of stuff that I try to cover on these things. I actually covered the etymology of the word analytic on here. I have been showing you guys, I've been making notes for my YT Studio video that I will be making. I already told you guys that I shoveled 8 inches of snow over the well, it was, yesterday. I actually shoveled 8 inches of snow. That's one of the biggest reasons why I didn't do a live stream yesterday. The other reason was I was cooking, and when you're cooking, you don't have time to do live stream. But like I said, I was oh, I guess I forgot to show you guys. This is one of the things I got for Christmas. Now I can write with the world on my side. We got a number 6. We got a number 6 person watching right now. Hey, great, fantastic, wonderful. Let me know who you are, because I never know. Anyway. Wow. Oh, I bet you guys are asking the question, when am I ever going to take all this Christmas down? Probably in a couple weeks or so. We'll just have to see. I'll have to rearrange things. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I'm glad to see you. Anyway, that's kind of the reason I had my dry erase board out today, was that I was doing my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video. By the way, Survival on a Budget Made Easy. I just said this a little bit ago. I hope you're still here. I took your advice and I actually made a clickable box, or I will actually. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to make a clickable box, and it will take them from my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video to a video that will teach people how to speed read and how to do the memorizing stuff, which will get them started on this channel. So I actually took your advice and I did it. So, well, I'm in the process of doing it. That's the whole thing. Now get this. While I'm trying to record this video, first of all, these were all the notes from my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video. Yeah. These are all the notes. The first time I tried to print these, it didn't give me all the notes. Like, oh, I'm right in the middle of my video. I had to shut it off because I didn't have all my notes. And then when I shut it off, something went wrong in my camera and it deleted the whole video and I had to start all over again. I was like, oh, no, I don't want to start this over again. So, yeah, that was a pain. It was a good pain, but it was a pain nonetheless. So, anyway, I'm going to get all this stuff done. So how you guys been? I know I've been talking all night and I've heard some things from you guys. Yeah, I bet you've had that happen to you too. You're right. But to Quentin Willie, I will say that I've never played James Bond on the GameCube. I would have loved to have done that, but that a little better? Now can you see me? Yay! Anyway. Good. Surviving the winter storm. I could just about imagine. Yeah, you were surviving the winter storm. I ended up thank you. Much better, Survival on a Budget says, and yes, thank you very much. I'm not used to reading comments. I kind of read them and I kind of respond back to you guys, but I'm not really used to, reading the comments. I'll get used to it after a while. I'm not used to having this many people on a live stream either. It's nice. It's great. I'm not used to it. It's like, whoa. It's like, boing. All right. Yes. So, I try to do these I try to do these every Sunday night, but sometimes I don't have a whole lot of notes, and that's a real problem. And RSNC writes okay. So, but sometimes I just don't have enough time to write notes. So sometimes what I do, I just write notes while I'm doing a live stream, let you guys hear what I'm trying to write. And that's something I'm trying to do for you guys. Say, okay, you know, I'm going to write this and write this and write this. Anyway, one of the things I was talking earlier about birthdays. Quentin Willie says that he'll be 21 in 4 months. Crazy Josh Cravey says he'll be 20 next month. And of course, I will be, I'll be 49 in about a month. Not even that much, if you think about it. That's one of the interesting things about birthdays, especially mine, is that Valentine's Day comes up, and then my birthday comes up six days later. And when I was a kid, you know what I used to get? All the leftover Valentine candy. Yay me. Well, here's your birthday candy. What? I want birthday. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's a little early, but yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. It's like, are you kidding me? You're giving me leftover Valentine candy. Hey, we're going to make this cake. Oh, why not an open question and answer stream? Hope you like chocolate. Well, you know what? I used to like chocolate, and then suddenly I developed an intolerance to caffeine. And when that happened, I could eat white chocolate, but milk or dark is just out of the question for me anymore. That's really sad, but it's true. It sucks, really. But anyway, well, an open question. Let me tell you something. Anytime you guys want to ask me a question or whatever, while I'm doing a live stream, I'd be more than happy to do that. Once in a great while, I will actually have a live stream where I'm actually recording videos and you can see my work live. But when I'm taking notes like this, if you guys want to ask me a question or whatever, feel free. I'd love to do a Q&A. I mean, if you guys want to ask me specific questions, I'm more than happy to answer. I may not answer the way you think I'm going to answer, but I will answer nonetheless. I have no problem with that at all. It's just one of those things where a lot of people show up and they're just wanting me to entertain them, which is fine. I don't mind doing that either. But sometimes I just don't get a chance to make the notes necessary to make that kind of entertainment. I'd love to. Certainly that Star Trek one I did last week was quite entertaining, but you know, I'm trying to think of some of the videos. There are some movies that I'd like to review to you guys. Some things you've watched many times, some things you the whole Josh Kirby thing. I bet none of you had ever heard of Josh Kirby until I actually reviewed the whole thing, which is interesting. But I'll tell you what, one of the first things I'd like for you guys to do is if there's a particular old movie that you want me to actually sit down and review, let me know what it would be. I'd like to know, and I'll review it. Let's see. Oh, one of them I'm going to review, not this year, but I'm going to try to do it next year. I'm going to review It's a Wonderful Life, and I'm also going to review the 1970s Sesame Street special. I'd also like to review Bill Murray and Scrooged. I'd like to review both Home Alone movies with Macaulay Culkin in it. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. That'll be kind of a surprise next year. If I may just spend the whole year just coming up with the notes and just going, whoop, there you go. I would like to review a whole bunch of these Star Trek movies and just say, hey, there you go. Will I ever review Star Wars? Yes. When? I don't know. I couldn't tell you at this point. I just don't know. So we'll see. But if you have a movie you want me to review or a book, the only problem with books is that if they're long books, it'll take me forever to review them. I mean, I told you guys at one time about my opinion about The Dark Tower. I've also read The Hunger Games. Told you my opinion about that. It's in some videos that I did a long time ago. But, you know, extremely long stuff takes me a while to do. And if I'm going to invest that kind of time in it, you know. The original Planet of the Apes. I think my older sister has that. I'll have to dig that up. That would be interesting to review. That really would be interesting to review. Yes. So Survival on a Budget Made Easy wants me to review the original Planet of the Apes. I know I'm kind of... You say, well, why are you so wore out? Well, you know what? I shoveled 8 inches of snow yesterday, and I'll tell you what, it took everything out of me. It really did. But I'm kind of glad I did. So, but yeah, if you guys ever have an open, you know, if you want to ask me a question anytime, feel free, especially when I have little to no notes. I mean, I had these, but that was from navigating my YouTube channel 2019, so I haven't got that all quite set up yet. I'm going to run that through screen capture software for a very specific reason. But let me know. Oh, we got a new person in here. Let me know who... Oh. How did I get started on YouTube? Well, I had a young lady, and I was talking to her, and I was trying to explain the terms bit and byte to her. And she couldn't understand, so I tried to use a light switch to explain it to her. And I said, well, you know, you turn the light switch on, and it's on, and if you turn it off, it's off. And I said, have you ever tried to work a light switch? Well, I don't know anything about light switches. I'm like, you don't know how a light switch turns on and off? Really? Seriously? And so I thought, well, I'll just put up a few computer tech videos. I figured they'd be watched. And some of them actually were. And I'm like, okay. And then I was getting these questions like, okay, this is kind of stupid and dumb and whatever. All right, fine. So I kind of expanded from there. And that year I was like, okay, I'm getting a few little questions here and there. I want to see just how far I could take this thing. And I thought, well, I'm going to need a gimmick. One of the things about YouTube is if you don't have a gimmick, you're not going to make it too far. I promise you, you're not going to make it too far. So I tried to implement the video response wars, and I thought, well, that would be kind of a gimmick, but it didn't work too well. And so I went out to the Razzle Dazzle Good Time Parade and videotaped it. And when the parade was over with, I actually started walking backwards out of the crowd, and that's when I bumped into my first Looking for Lincoln sign. And when I told them their map was wrong and proved it to them, they made me the map. And from that point on, YouTube exploded for me. And that's how I got to be so good. As a matter of fact, within 2 years, I had acquired 100,000 lifetime views. And that's what qualified me for the partnership program back then. So that's pretty much how I got started on YouTube. I just decided to share everything I wanted. I will actually say that once I had talked to this young lady and figured out that she really didn't know very much, I got to thinking, you know what? I can help people facing bullyism, eviction, starvation. I can actually be their school. And by the way, I have a fourth person in here. Let me know who you are. I'd love to know where you're coming from and who you are and so on and so forth. Please just tell me who you are. I'd love to hear from you. And for those people that are, I know you guys, some of you know this, some of you don't. I leave these live streams on forever. I don't turn them off. Now I'll tell you something I got. I had one of these originally, and I ended up accidentally giving one away, my only one, and now I've got one. A Super Nintendo Advantage controller. I still have my Super Nintendo, and I did get a chance to play it. The other day. The only problem was that I actually had to use those alcohol wipes to get the Star Fox game to actually work. I also have Super Mario All-Stars, but it wasn't working either. I used those alcohol pads and it finally worked. So there you go. I have a question for you, Survival on a Budget Made Easy. What did you think of my review of the Arctic Air? I'd like to know what you thought about that. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was reviewing air conditioners, and I said, I'd like to know what you think of my review of the Arctic. Oh, I got a fifth person in here right now. Hello, I'm glad to see you. Let me know who you are. I'd love to know who you are. And I'm sure they'll pop up eventually. Anyway, I was talking to him, and I hope that he will actually tell me what he thinks of my review of the Arctic Air. Whew. I know, I'm kind of sloppy. I got laundry on the floor that I need to actually hang up in my closet. I don't know that I'll do that tonight, but I will get it done eventually. I have to work all day tomorrow. That's going to suck. Well, but, that's the way it is. But I'm kind of glad I have 5 people watching me right now. For those of you who are watching me, let me know. I will let you know that I will try really hard to have a live stream every Sunday. I wasn't sure I was going to do one tonight, mainly because I was doing that Navigating My YouTube Channel 2019 video, and I wanted to get it done. Okay, it says, don't waste your time with the original Planet of the Apes. Sorry, Survival. Okay. Yeah, that's from Quentin Wiley. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I do tend to have problems pronouncing people's names, and then they're like, "Oh, you didn't pronounce my name right." Well, I'm sorry. Okay, Quentin Wiley wants to review I Am Legend 21, Wolf of Wall Street. I actually have watched. Okay. Oh, the other 2 times. Okay, sorry. I do apologize. It's like I said, I really don't. I have sometimes a very tough time to pronouncing names. Oh, thank you. I actually have watched I Am Legend. For a basic synopsis, I would say that the action was really good in it, but I kind of felt like that the ending just kind of was like, really? I mean, I've seen this in a lot of TV shows and movies. I mean, it's just gotten really repetitive. Characters die off, and this is something I saw on NBC Revolution. Has anybody ever watched my review of the TV show NBC Revolution? You ought to see that. I'm sitting here going, really? Okay, Crazy Josh Cravey says, I've really enjoyed the newer Planet of the Apes movies. I can't say I've ever seen them. I really, I've never seen them. Okay, Quentin Wiley says, I just think the newer Planet of the Apes killed it. I don't like the style of the original. Kind of reminds me of like Children of the Corn, just poorly produced. I have watched the original Planet of the Apes, and what I'll say is this. I like the ending, but the movie was just rather dull and boring until it got to a certain point, and finally it got to be a little bit interesting. And when they started making some of the connections that would actually show what the Planet of the Apes really was all about, that's when it started getting a little more interesting. But some of this was like, I mean, it was action packed, but it was also freaking boring. It just, there was nothing to it until we got to a little over second half of the movie. Now the newer one might have been better, but the older one, like I said, it just kind of drug on, and it's like, okay, are we gonna get to a point? And when they finally did, it was like, oh well, that's kind of cool. But that I did like the ending of the original Planet of the Apes. That one was a true shocker. I was like, oh my word, that was a shock. But like I said, it was just kind of dull the first half of the movie. So that's kind of my synopsis on that. I would have to go through it the whole way to kind of show you guys what was and what wasn't. Never watched Children of the Corn. Like I said, I've never watched it. Oh, you got Survival of the Budget Made Easy said he got his review, and you're welcome. 50 Shades of Grey. I will not review that movie here. I've heard enough about it. I will not review that movie here. Almost any Will Smith movie. How would you like for me to review Men in Black? I love Men in Black. Wild Wild West is another one I've really enjoyed. I've never heard of The Founder. I'd have to see it to see what was going on. That's a new one on me. But 50 Shades of Grey, I have no interest in that at all, period. It will not happen here. So, but RSNC says that they've seen the movie. I believe it's 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, it's just not my cup of tea. RSNC says no. Which movie have you watched? Kevin Smith. How about Kevin Smith movies? RSNC. Oh, you've watched Children of the Corn. Okay, I have never watched Children of the Corn. How about Kevin Smith movies? I wish I knew who Kevin Smith was. I don't know. I may have watched something and I didn't even know it. Let's see. Some of the movies I'd like to review are Con Air. I'd like to review that one. Oh, Silent Bob. Oh, yes. Let's see. Quentin Wiley says, best of Smith movies, 7 Pounds, Pursuit of Happiness. I have actually watched that movie. Hitch, I've never watched that one. Focus, never heard of that one. Collateral Beauty, I've heard of it. I can't say I've ever watched it. Hancock, I watched that movie. Not too bad. I, Robot, I would love to review I, Robot on here. Quentin Wiley, let me ask you a question. Have you ever watched the movie Free Jack? Very good movie. You really should watch it. Survival on a Budget Made Easy says Clerks. I can't say I've ever watched Clerks. I'll have to check it out sometime. I may review that one. Okay, haven't heard of it. Oh, you must. It was one of the last movies that I actually watched in the movie theater. If you knew the movie theater down here, you'd know why I don't watch movies. It's just that they're cold. What's it called again? Well, let me type it right in here for you. Free Jack. Free Jack is the movie. Survival on a Budget Made Easy actually repeats it. Free Jack was cool. Love Mick Jagger. The interactions between Mick Jagger and Emilio Estevez was absolutely fantastic. Rene Russo did a wonderful job in the movie. Anthony Hopkins was kind of boring, but that other guy, the one that played the boss of Emilio Estevez's character, he did real good too. He really did. So, really good movie. Oh, let's. Quentin Wiley says, looks a little too old school for me. I tell you, it's really more the character development than the special effects were great. They really were, especially towards the end. But the interaction between Mick Jagger and Emilio Estevez, it makes the movie really worthwhile. It really does. I really like that. So I did review the movie. That was a long time ago. If you want to go through my videos and go, you could actually type the word Free Jack and then my YouTube handle, and it should come. Let me take a look, see if it'll come up. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not watching. If you're talking about that Saw movie, with that creepy whatever. Oh boy. Quentin Wiley says, have you seen any of the Jigsaw movies? If you're talking about the Saw movies like Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, no, I will not watch any of that. That was just gory, nothing. I'm not watching that. Ugh. If you want to talk about that, go visit Boink the Clown, and I'll give you his handle. Go see him, and he will talk. He's watched all that. He really has, and he'll give you quite a discussion about that one. He loves that kind of stuff. Just not me. Survival on a Budget Made Easy says, what is your favorite all-time movie and why? Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know that I have just one. Oh boy. That's a loaded question there. Wow. Well, you're asking me to pick one. I'm like, oh, I don't know that I can. Well, let's see. Obviously, I'm a fan of Star Wars and Star Trek. I'm very much a science fiction person. Battlestar Galactica, great movie. I did like iRobot, Wild Wild West. Hancock was okay. It was kind of boring at first, but then it got pretty exciting at the end. Crazy Josh Cravey says, I've been meaning to watch the Saw movies for a few years now. Well, if you do, talk to Boink the Clown about it, because I just have no interest in it whatsoever. Horror movies, it's rare that I get interested in any of that. The Lost Boys was okay, mainly because I actually like the characters, especially the Frog Brothers. I have seen all Star Wars movies except the off ones like Rogue One and Solo, and also I have not watched The Last Jedi yet. But all the prequels, all of 4, 5, and 6, I've watched all of them. So, but The Lost Boys was one I watched because the Frog Brothers. Fright Night, I enjoyed the interaction between Roddy McDowall and the guy that played Charlie Brewster. I like that. There's a movie out there with Emilio Estevez in it. It was kind of slow at first, but it really got interesting after a while. It was called Judgment Night. I don't know whether any of you have ever watched that, but it was really interesting. The beginning of Who Framed Roger Rabbit was also kind of boring, but when you got to the end, it really was kind of a weird, good movie, if you ever get a chance to watch that. So, if you guys, like I say, if you guys ever get a chance, I actually reviewed the television series NBC Revolution. I would like for you guys to watch my reviews because I had some very interesting things to say about that show. So, man, you asked me to choose from a lot of great movies that I've acquired. Some of my other favorites. I'll tell you what I really liked. It really wasn't so much. You kind of got a random question. I am welcome to any question you got. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, Quentin Wiley says, on a microwave, if you push 60, then it will cook for 60 seconds. Well, I don't have a button that says 60. I mean, I can punch 60, but anyway. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yes, I've actually met Achu. No, just kidding. That's a joke from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Okay. It says on a microwave, if you push 60, then it will cook for 60 seconds or 1 minute. Following me. And if you also press 1 minute, it will cook for 1 minute or 60 seconds, right? Okay. Well, my question is, if you add 1 minute plus 1 minute, it's 2 minutes, right? So your food would cook for a total of 2 minutes, but if you add 60 seconds to 60 seconds, it will only cook for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Now, that's weird. That is weird. Even though 60 seconds is 1 minute, I know, confusing question. I guess to put it in the simplest terms, how come 1 minute plus 1 minute equals 2 minutes, but 60 seconds plus 60 seconds, only 1 minute and 20 seconds? That one, I don't know. I really don't. I've never had a microwave do that. My microwave don't have hardly a whole lot of buttons. I don't have anything sophisticated. I got a really kind of simple microwave. That's a good question. If I knew the brand, I could probably research that and find out what the heck was going on. I just don't know. That's a very good question. If you ever produce the brand for me, I'll be more than happy to check that out for you and see what's going on. That is kind of weird. Minute 20? Really? Maybe something's broke on your microwave. I don't know. Maybe it's a manufacturer's defect. Who knows? I would have to know the brand of the microwave and its model number and see what the heck's going on. That would be a good question for Survival on a Budget Made Easy. Survival on a Budget Made Easy says that was a great question. You know, if I can't answer it, he might be able to. I'd love to see that. That would be a good video for you. Survival on a Budget Made Easy. There you go. YouTube video idea. There you go. Survival on a Budget Made Easy. You ever make a video about that, I will be more than happy to review it right here on this channel. Be happy to do that. Oh, boy. Who would have thought that me starting off with just finishing my navigating my YouTube channel 2019 video that I'd be running a live stream for 2 hours tonight. I never thought about that. I was like, well, I was like, I don't know. I may be running this for only half an hour, but then I found out running this for almost 2 hours. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. I'd like to see this more often. I really would. And maybe one of these days I will. Okay, RSNC says I got a microwave to go for 90 seconds. Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. One of the things that I will tell you is that next time I run a live stream, probably what I'm going to do is I'll dedicate a portion of the live stream to actually doing notes or videos or something like that, and then donate the rest of the time to doing a Q&A like this, because I think this Q&A is fun. I really do. But I do want to. I want to have fun in these videos, but I also want you guys to learn something every time I do this, because this is the learning channel. Good. Yeah, we could just divide it up into 2 different sections. Say, okay, this section is for you guys to learn something, and this section we're going to have fun. The reason is this is the learning channel that we're wanting to learn here. That's the whole point. So yeah, I want you guys to have fun and learn something at the same time. Yeah. So, well, I hate to say this, guys. Unfortunately, sometimes, actually, that's true. Sometimes you learned a lot about me by asking these questions. I really appreciate the questions. It's really nice. Unfortunately, guys, I do have to work tomorrow. Ugh, I don't want to work. I just want to stay here. Yeah, and RNSC says he agrees. Yeah, it's one of those things, you do have to work. You have to get ready to go, and it sucks. I'd love to spend. I tell you what, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna make any guarantees for you, because next Sunday, I hate to say this, but next Sunday is my sister's birthday, and so I may not do a live stream next Sunday. After that, I'm gonna try to do a live stream at about 8 or 8:30 Central Standard Time every Sunday night. Crazy Josh Cravey says, I have to work tomorrow too, and I still have a 3-hour drive to do tonight. Man, where did you are you working like 2 jobs? Me and my friend are having an argument. She says that it rains in Australia, but it can't, because obviously the rain falls on top of the world, but at the bottom of the world, it wouldn't fall to Earth. It would fall into space. Survival on a Budget Made Easy says, nice. Look forward to seeing them. Let's see. I was visiting my old town for a film festival. I see. That sounds like fun. Did they offer you free popcorn? They should have offered you free popcorn. The film I just posted on the other day was entered. You won runner-up. Congratulations. Congratulations. By the way, you had to pay for your own concession. What kind of a rip is that? That's a terrible rip. Oh, I'm sorry. Great job, Josh. Good. Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, if nobody else enters my video response wars contest this week, I will make you the winner. And I don't think anybody else is going to be entering anything. They usually don't. It's kind of just, I'd love to see that contest get bigger, but it never does. And you haven't done a response to that in a long time. And you're right, I haven't, but I'm going to. So, wow. Congratulations coming from RSNC. Yeah. Boy. Well, I'm really glad you won runner-up. But don't worry, I'm going to make your video famous right here on my YouTube channel. It's going to be famous. I guarantee it. I will make it that way. So, wow. So, I am going to let you guys in Okay, Crazy Josh Cravey says he would be posting pictures on Instagram later of the event. I'm looking forward to your photos. I will tell you something. When I do the Route 66 stuff this spring, I'm going to be taking pictures of these Route 66 areas. The only reason why I didn't do that in Springfield or in Bloomington was because, one, they're well traveled. A lot of people would see that stuff anyway, and I'm sure there's tons of pictures of that kind of stuff. Two, there really wasn't a whole lot to take pictures of. I mean, the Cozy Dog Drive-In, the Route 66 drive-in area, you know, that Knights Action Park. There's so many pictures of Knights Action Park. It's not even funny. It's like, what? In Bloomington, there really wasn't. When I did the video, you literally what you saw is what I saw. When I went to Williamsville, on the other hand, there was a lot of extra stuff that I saw that the sign wasn't a part of, and that's why I took all those extra pictures. But when I go to these various places, if I see a lot of stuff, I'm going to take pictures so that you guys can see it. But like I said, some of these places I go to, it's like, that's it. Woo! Okay, I get it on video, and that's that. I mean, I could actually extract pictures from my video and show it up there. I really could. But what I will do is okay, I say, I don't remember if I told you this before or not. This is Crazy Josh Cravey speaking. But you're looking for Lincoln videos have inspired me to do something similar with the U.S.-Canadian border markers in Washington. Let me ask you something. The U.S.-Canadian border markers in Washington, do they actually have medallions attached to them that you pencil rub for souvenirs? Because that was one of the things that made these signs so famous here, was the medallions. If they don't, I would actually contact the organization that set those things up and ask them and say, you know, can you put little medallions on there, because that actually puts a connection to all of them, to put them all together, and that would encourage people to go up to them. That's what they did with us. So I got a challenge for Survival on a Budget Made Easy. See if you can find an ergonomic keyboard. That would be one of those split key. Have you ever seen those split keys like this one here? Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, Crazy Josh Cravey. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hold on, one at a time. Crazy Josh Cravey says, I think they might have something similar to medallions. If they do, make sure you videotape them, because I'll never see them. The border markers were placed a couple of 100 years ago. Oh. Okay. Yes. Survival on a Budget Made Easy. If you ever find a way to connect an ergonomic keyboard like this to a smartphone, I'd love to know that, because I would love to type on a smartphone using one of these. I hate the touch screen. I really do. So that's my challenge to you. But yeah, if Crazy Josh Cravey, if they ever put, okay, Survival on a Budget Made Easy says he'll do his best. Crazy Josh Cravey, if you can encourage Washington State to do something like what we did with our Looking for Lincoln stuff, that would be fantastic. And if you could videotape them, that'd even be more fantastic. Because what it did for us is it created souvenirs, which they could actually put in a scrapbook. And even though I don't rub the medallions, I know a lot of people do. And it really was a big benefit for us. So, but yes, please videotape anything you can. I'd love to see it. So. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and take off for today because I do have to get myself ready for tomorrow's workday, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming tonight and being a part of this. It was great seeing you guys here. I was thrilled to do this tonight. And like I said, between 8 and 8:30 every Sunday night, except for next Sunday, because like I said, next Sunday, I'm gonna have my sister's birthday, and there's no way I can guarantee a live stream on something like that. Well, thank you very much. Survival on a Budget Made Easy says another great time. Thanks, and you're very welcome. We'll try to do this there will be some Sundays that will not be possible, mainly because of either snowstorms or severe weather, or I might get sick. Who knows? But if nothing else, I might take some notes and do some stuff. Remember, all of these live streams will be on forever, so you can review back. There's times when I don't have anybody on my live stream. Yes, thank you. You're very much. Thank you very much. Just remember, you can rewind the live stream and you can catch some of the parts that you missed because they're never going anywhere. I'm not going to let them go anywhere. So thank you very much for tuning in. I will talk to you guys in a very future video. So I would like for you, as I always say, and my tagline is, to stay tuned.